I found the results from your physical exam in the trash. What's going on? The results are far worse than they should be.
Don't go out of your way to take stuff out of the trash! That's unhygienic!
Why are you trying to hide something like this from me? Is that why you threw it away? So that I wouldn't see it? That's such a childish thing to do.
I knew you'd be like this if you saw it, so I figured it'd be better for everyone if I just threw it away. You did this last time, too. You just nag and nag and nag.
I'm just worried about your health. You need to watch your diet. But forget that. Why has it gotten so much worse? There are way more areas for you to worry about than ever before. You should stop drinking alcohol for a while, or at least take it down a notch. And you have to stop eating so much salty food.
No way! Give me a break! Alcohol is my single pleasure in this life!
But if you drink as much as you do every day, of course your results will end up like this. You're not as young as you used to be, you know? You really need to reevaluate some of your habits. Not just drink, this goes for food too. The food you eat is too heavy.
That's why I tell you not to make any light food. I can't stand it! It's not my fault I have a preference for the things I like. Yet you still try to feed me straight greens. I'm not a rabbit. Seeing all those vegetables piled up on my plate with no meat, it really ruins my mood.
You need to eat greens to get enough vitamins. It says here that you're deficient in a lot of them. Same with water. You need to keep hydrated. Stop drinking beer as a replacement for water. Once your body fails, you end up in the hospital. It'll already be too late. You need to make changes now.
My liver is strong. It can deal with all the alcohol I drink just fine. I'm fine as I am right now.
How can you say that so confidently? There's no such thing as someone who is unaffected by alcohol. Why would you think that you'd be any different?
My whole family is strong when it comes to alcohol. It's in our genes. There are a lot of heavy drinkers in the family, but they all live long lives.
You can't use them to brush off your test results. I'm just saying to think a little more about your habits.
The results are just a coincidence. I must have been having a bad day when I took those tests.
You overestimate how much your body can really take of how you live. You need to look after it a bit more, especially your liver. It's a strong organ, but it can get bad suddenly, and by that point, it's usually too late.
I'm telling you, I'm fine. We're talking about my body here. I know about it better than anyone.
I don't really think you do, though. In any case, you need to lay off the booze, at least to the point where it doesn't come on test results anymore.
That's going too far.
I'm also going to take full control of what you eat from now on. No complaints. Remember, I'm not telling you to give up drinking completely. Just give it a little break until the results get better.
If I can't drink, then there's no reason to even keep living.
Then find another one. It wouldn't be bad for you to do some exercise every once in a while, too. 5 months later. Hey, how are you feeling right now? Did you get to work okay?
I feel more or less normal. Why are you asking that?
Well, recently, you don't look too great. You look more pale than usual. You haven't been eating as much as you usually do either. And this morning, you look like you were moving really sluggishly.
That's just from the heat. You know how it gets in the summer.
No, this seems different. Last night, you had to get up and go to the toilet over and over, too. You must have gone at least 5 times. That's not like you at all, and it has nothing to do with the heat.
I'm just getting older and need to go more often than before.
You don't have an upset stomach or anything?
Nope, just needed to pee, that's all. There's nothing wrong with my stomach.
Even so, that many times is a but too many to be normal. I have the feeling that your hands and feet have been kind of swollen, too. And haven't you been trembling a little? You should go to the doctor for a quick checkup just in case.
I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with me. Just give it up. You worry too much about these things.
Of course I'm worried here. I've been trying to make sure that you watch your diet and stop drinking as much as you did, so I expected your health to be improving. But if anything, it seems to be getting worse and worse. You haven't been going out eating and drinking behind my back, have you?
Of course not.
Then I'm really worried about you. Just make sure you go for a checkup. It'll be too late if it gets any worse.
Right, I got it.
Are you sure you haven't been drinking at all? You haven't been drinking out with friends? You're away from home so often these days, too.
I said I haven't been drinking, okay? Man, you really are a nag. You've completely spoiled my mood. I'm not gonna come home tonight. I'll stay at a hotel.
What? You're going to get that angry about me worrying about you?
I just won't give this up. It's annoying.
It's just that I care about you. You've been drinking less than you have for a long time, so why is your health getting worse? It should be the opposite. Even the whites of your eyes are turning yellow. It looks like jaundice.
It's because you keep yelling in my ear about things like this and I'm getting worse from stress. Just give it a rest. Just shut up about this already.
2 months later.
Emily, is it true that David has been hospitalized?
Unfortunately, yes. It looks like he has cirrhosis. The doctors haven't confirmed it, though. They're running a bunch of tests now. At the very least, we do know that he has something wrong with his liver.
I can't believe it! Weren't there any signs or symptoms?
Actually, he happened to get food poisoning the other night, so we went to the hospital for that. While they were treating him for the food poisoning, the doctors just happened to notice that something else was wrong, probably with the liver. It wasn't the actual reason we went to the hospital at all.
Really? They do say that there are almost no symptoms for liver issues until it's too late. At least they noticed it in time. In a way, it's a good thing he got food poisoning.
I'm afraid in time isn't really the case.
What? Is he in a serious condition?
They told me that had it been even a little later, he most likely would have died. It seems like his liver really is a bad state. We needed to have realized sooner.
How could my son's liver be so completely ruined? You're his wife. What kind of lifestyle have you been having him lead? I heard something from him directly too now that I think about it. He kept telling me that the food you make is inedible. What have you been feeding him?
He said that?
Looking after your husband is a wife's duty. What kind of weird food were you making him eat?
I don't know what he's been eating recently. He keeps staying at his lover's house. If you want to know about his diet, ask her. I did my best to make him change his habits and ensure that he had a healthy and balanced diet.
What do you mean, his lover?
Turns out he has been cheating with someone from one of the bars he often goes to. I guess he was always drinking lots with her. I forbid him from drinking at home, and changed his diet too.
Why didn't you let him drink at home anymore?
The results from his last health checkup were really bad, so I tried my best to help him live a healthier lifestyle. But he still ended up drinking the same amount with his lover, so I didn't do much good in the end, it seems. I planned and carefully cooked all of his meals too, but that was also just wasted effort.
Is he really having an affair? I don't want to believe that he's the kind of person who would cheat on his wife.
I ended up hiring a private investigator to tail him for a bit. It's true.
And you have solid proof of it?
I have videos, pictures, audio recordings, plus all of his credit card statements. There's more than enough proof.
With all of that, I guess there can be no denying it then.
I kept thinking that something strange was up. Even though he's supposedly not drinking anymore, his health seemed to be getting worse and worse. But when I asked him if he was maybe drinking somewhere out of the house, he'd get extremely angry and blow up at me. It seemed really obvious that he was hiding something.
So that's why you decided to hire the private investigator?
Yes, that's right. And as I thought, he was having an affair.
I can't believe it. That's horrible, you poor thing.
You said before that it's a wife's duty to look after her husband. I did everything I could no matter how much he complained about me. I know that he didn't like that I didn't let him drink, or that I wouldn't cook him heavy meals. But despite his grumblings, I ignored him and did what was best for his health.
So that's what he meant by not liking your food. Because you were making him healthy meals for his own sake.
But despite everything I did, he just lied and hid his own drinking, and here is the result. And are you going to blame me for this too? For not doing my duty as a wife?
No, of course not.
This is just a case of you get what you deserve, right?
Yes, it really is.
The next day.
Hey, bring me something to eat over here. The food at the hospital is gross. I can't even force it down. Anything is fine, just hurry over. Some snacks would be good too.
What are you even thinking? You're in the hospital because of your liver. You can't eat anything apart from hospital food right now.
I don't care about that. How am I supposed to get better if I have no energy from not eating? Try to sneak some beer in for me while you're at it.
You're completely hopeless. There's absolutely no way you're allowed to have something alcoholic.
I'll be careful so that no one sees me drinking it. Lying here in the hospital all day is incredibly dull. If I can't at least drink a beer, there's no way I can put up with this.
I refuse to do that. I'm not bringing you anything.
It's fine, so just bring it. Just once in a while will be fine.
If you want it so badly, why don't you ask your lover to bring some for you?
My lover? What are you talking about?
I know you're having an affair with that woman from the bar, the one near the station that you go to often. I already had someone look into it, so there's no use lying.
What? You hired a private investigator?
That's besides the point. If you're always at the bar, that means you've been drinking there, right? And what about when you stay with her while telling me you're staying at a hotel?
Well, that,
And after I put so much time and effort into trying to help you be healthier, why did you just have to go and spit in my eye like that? And now look, you're in the hospital because of it. If you're in such a rush to go to the other side, just do what you please from now on.
Wait, hold on a second.
I don't care anymore. I want a divorce. The woman you've been sleeping with can look after you from now on.
What, are you kidding? You're just aiming for alimony, aren't you?
It's only naturally that I get something from you after I put in so much work and get repaid by being cheated on. And I'm not going to go easy on you just because you're sick now. I'm gonna squeeze as much out of you as I can.
Even if you say that, it's not like there's that much going for you to take. I'm gonna have to pay for all these medical bills now.
Well, why don't you ask your lover for some help? I don't care where the money comes from, but I mean to get it.
You can't be serious.
You're the one who has got to be joking, cheating like that. I believe in an eye for an eye. There's no way I'm letting you off with nothing.
If you were a better wife, I wouldn't have cheated in the first place. All you did was make tasteless food and nag me. This is your fault to begin with.
The food was for your own health. Do you think I wanted to eat that too? I'm not the one with health problems. All responsibility lies directly with you.
Shut up! Anyone else would have cheated on someone like you.
I can't even listen to this anymore. Who are you to talk down to me after cheating?
Don't embarrass your mom any further.
What, Mom?
That's right. I'm at your and Emily's house right now. I didn't want to believe that you were the kind of person who would cheat on his wife without seeing the proof with my own two eyes. But it's exactly as Emily has said.
Proof? How far did she go with that private investigator?
Everything that's happening to you, especially with your liver, is your fault. All I can say is that you got what you deserve. Even I can't stand up for you in this situation.
But you're my mom! You're supposed to be on my side!
I'd like to be, but I can't be now. The only thing I can do for you is apologize to Emily for what you've done and pray that the alimony won't completely ruin you. You do well to get on your knees and ask for forgiveness too.
Wait, Mom! Let me say something.
What is it?
I'm gonna divorce Emily and get married to my girlfriend. She'll be my new wife. I'll introduce you to her soon.
How can you even bring that up at a time like this?
I love her. I'm sure that I can be happy if I'm with her.
There's no way I can give you my blessing to do something like that.
Why not? Why are you so upset by this?
Not only was she the woman you've been having an affair with, she's also the reason you're lying in a hospital bed right now. And now you want to marry her? Stop with the idiocy. I'm disgusted by your actions.
I'm not even that sick. Everything is just being blown out of proportion. I'll rest up and be better than ever soon. Sure, my girlfriend and I are both heavy drinkers, so together we might have drank a little too much. But it's because she has such a bright personality. It's just so fun to drink with her.
Just drink a little too much? Get real. It's more than just a little. Your liver is ready.
What? What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. In any case, I will never allow you to marry that woman. You need to end things with her immediately.
What did you mean to say about my liver? Mom, are you there? Do you know something that I don't?
It's Emily again. Your mom is in the other room sitting down for a moment. I think the shock of recent events is getting to her a little. Let her relax for a bit.
Tell me what she was gonna say about my health. Why is she reacting so strongly? Are you hiding something from me?
There is something I haven't told you yet, yes. The doctor spoke to me about the results of all your tests. It looks like your liver is in a really bad state. You have liver cirrhosis.
What does that mean?
It means that your liver can barely function as it's supposed to anymore. There's also a lot of fluid building up near your stomach and gut. You probably don't have that long left. Of course, there is still a chance for you to recover from this.
What? Is that really what they said? You're telling me that I don't have that much left to live?
The main doctor didn't make any firm judgments, and he didn't say anything about how much time you have left. But he did confirm that your liver had been in a more dire state than you thought for a very long time.
Talking about days left to live? This has to be a bad dream. I'm only in my 30s. There's still so much I want to do.
I've warned you time and time again that you need to stop drinking. But no, you went off with that woman and drank your fill, right? If you go so far as to take years off your life to spend time with her, you must have been having a good time.
I just simply love drinking. I never really thought that it caused such serious health problems. What's gonna happen? What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. Anyway, let's forget that. I've talked to a lawyer about the divorce already.
What do you mean, let's forget this? Are you really planning on taking money from me in this divorce when I'm so ill?
What does it matter that you're sick? The only thing that matters to me is that my husband wasn't faithful to me. You being ill has nothing to do with that.
Is this really the end for me?
If it ends like this, you have no one to blame but yourself. You brought about the end. Well, good luck with your treatment. Wouldn't it be nice if a miracle happened?
I know you didn't mean that.
Of course not. I told you I don't care anymore. Did you expect me to console you or something? If you want that, go call your lover. You said she was your girlfriend now, right? I'm sure she'll treat you nicely. After that, I realized the divorce with David and got a nice settlement from him too. David's condition had seemed to stabilize while he was in the hospital, so they let him check out of the hospital and recover at home. But then again, his symptoms got worse and worse, so he moved into his mother's house so that she could look after him there. Apparently, his girlfriend tried to go and visit him while he was there, but David's mother kept turning her away and she was unable to visit him at all. A few months after the divorce, David passed away. His girlfriend tried to go to his funeral as well, but it didn't turn out well. I heard that David's mom slapped her in the face, yelling that it was her fault that her son died before kicking her out. I didn't go to the funeral, but I did go to place a few flowers on his grave the following day. Rebecca was there too, and was very friendly to me despite how she must have been feeling. She did keep talking badly about David's girlfriend. She seemed to really resent and blame her for what happened. I'm sure that her heart was really broken by her son's untimely death. Although I feel bad for her, I haven't gone to visit her or seen her anywhere since that day. I'm going to make sure that I and those around me who I care about take better care of their health to avoid anything like this from happening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Ben, are you on your lunch break already?
I am. Did you need something? Mom, you're not going to ask me for more money, are you?
You don't need to sound so annoyed. It's not like I'm borrowing it because I want to.
You're not borrowing it, you're just getting it. You haven't given me any of it back even once.
I'm doing my best to economize as much as I can, you know. But as I get older, if something happens, I need more money than before. I have to go to the doctors for regular checkups and treatment. And recently the cost of living has gone up quite a lot, hasn't it?
You always say that. If you know that you need to use more money for your checkups and the rest of it, why don't you try and work a little bit yourself for it?
Oh, don't say that. I can't be working with my body in this state.
You say that, but there's nothing wrong with you. You just feel tired and lethargic on some days.
I get migraines too.
So do I. In fact, my wife gets them as well. A lot of people get migraines, but they still go out and work.
Oh, that may be true, but I'm old. It's not the same for you young folk. When I get a migraine, the pain is so bad that I can't get out of bed.
I understand that, but even if you get a part-time job and work for just 2 days a week, that would help you a lot financially. How about it? If you tell them upfront about your migraines, I'm sure you can find a job that will understand.
And what happens if I get a migraine on the days I have a shift? That will make it impossible to work. I'm sure that any job will prefer to hire someone who can make it to all their shifts without an issue instead of someone like me.
Then why not look for something that you can do from home? There are a lot of jobs that you can do on the computer these days.
I wonder about that. I don't think I could do any job like that. Remote work is for young people who are good with technology, not old people like me.
Mom, I really didn't want to say this, but if you are really struggling as much as you say you are, then why not go on welfare?
Welfare? Are you kidding me? I would never do that. It would be so embarrassing if people found out I was on welfare.
There's nothing wrong with being on welfare, and if you can't work because of your health, then there's nothing else for you to do. But you do still have money from Dad's inheritance and pension, so you might not qualify. You should ask somebody about it, and even if you don't qualify for it, they can help you find another way to improve your financial situation.
I don't even want to go to any center for a discussion. What if people see me go inside?
I don't think anyone will care about that at all. It has nothing to do with them. I'm married and have a kid, and Lily will be going into elementary school soon, so I will have to start paying for that too. I can't always just be giving you money. I also have to think about saving for the future. Lily will go to college one day, and I need to be prepared in case of an emergency too.
But you have a good job and salary. Why are you saying that you don't have enough money to help me?
My job doesn't pay as well as you seem to think. I'm just an ordinary office worker. And if you keep asking me for money, it doesn't matter how much I try to save, it'll never be enough.
Then why doesn't your wife get a job too?
We talked about this last time. Sophie is pregnant right now.
Pregnant women can still work. I always see people even in the later stages working. She could just get a part-time job with not that many hours. That would be something at least. She's still young after all.
You say that you can't even do that because of your migraines. But you're going to be telling me that my pregnant wife should be working?
That's because pregnancy isn't a sickness.
That doesn't matter. Stop talking like this. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, but I really am in need of money. This can be the last time, but please help me out.
How many times do you think I've heard that it'll be the last time? I can't help you any more than I have already.
Please, Ben. I promise this time really will be the last time.
If that's the case, I want you to think about what you're going to do so you don't need to borrow any more from me. If you find a way that you can bring in some money on your own, then I will think about lending you some more. You're still only in your 50s. If you want to work, it shouldn't be that hard to find something.
Okay, I got it. I will find a part-time job then.
Will you really?
Yes, I promise. So this month, can you lend me about $500? You know that you're the only family left. I can't ask anybody else but you.
Okay, fine. I'll transfer you the money. But I'm going to check back in a week to see if you found a job. We can talk about that then.
Oh, thank you, Ben. That's fine. I'll decide what I'm going to do within the week.
Mom, how's work going? Is everything okay?
Well, it's not too bad, I guess. It's just data entry, so it shouldn't be too much of a strain. It's just pressing a bunch of keys all day. But even so, my eyes hurt from looking at a screen all day, and my shoulders get stiff so quickly. It's more of a strain than you might think.
That would be the same for anyone, though. I'm sure you'll get used to it the more you do it. But if you can make about $500 working there on the side, you should be fine with all your expenses, right?
I wonder if $500 will really be enough. I haven't made anything at all yet. I keep asking myself whether there's even a point in doing this job at all.
Well, you've only just started. It's important to just keep going and things will get better.
Hey, Ben, would you be able to send me some money this month too?
What? Why? You said that last time would be the actual last time.
I know that, but I won't get paid for at least another month.
What am I supposed to do about this month? You have a house, so you don't need to pay anything urgent like rent. Plus, if you still have money from the inheritance, the bigger problem is that you still can't get by somehow despite all of that.
I've been telling you there are things I need that take a lot of money.
Can't you just find some way to economize this month and make it through until you get paid?
No, otherwise I wouldn't be asking you.
Don't tell me that you've already spent all of Dad's inheritance.
No, I haven't done that. But I'm thinking about my real old age and I don't want to use it.
I understand that, but it's there to be used.
Can I get you to send me $800 this month?
No, I won't. I told you that already. I'm going to have a lot more expenses than I've had up until now very soon. Sophie and I need to start paying for Lily's school supplies and fees, and I have a second baby on the way. I can't just be handing out money to you.
Oh, Ben, come on, help your mother out.
No, not this time. I think I've spoiled you too much up until now. Things can't keep going on as they have been. This month, you have to try and figure things out on your own.
Then how about I pay for Lily's school supplies and fees?
What's the point in that? If you have money to buy those, then just use the money for yourself.
Well, that's not quite what I mean. I mean that I will start to pay you back the money you've given me so far, so you can use that to pay for her.
You're really going to do that? You haven't returned a single cent up until now.
Of course I will. That's why I started working. Plus, I haven't even been able to do anything for Lily, even though she's my granddaughter. I felt so bad about that the whole time.
I see. But even so, I'll just accept the intention. I want you to take a look at your lifestyle and see what needs to be changed so that you can live by your own means.
But Lily's school fees for her first year at school only come once, right? I would like to be the one to pay for that as her grandmother.
Even if you say something like that, it's still a no. This time, I really can't give you anything. This has happened just too often.
But I'm begging you, Ben. You know that you're the only family member who I can ask.
I know that. You always say that. But I want you to try and see things from my point of view. If you plan on continuing to borrow money from me like this, I might need to reevaluate our relationship as mother and son.
What do you mean by reevaluate? Do you mean you're going to sever ties with me?
That's something that I have honestly thought about before. I just really want you to fix the way that you use money. You can't just always rely on me to bail you out.
Oh, I understand. I'll stop asking.
I'm sorry, Mom, but it's just been too much.
Then at least let me pay for Lily's things for school.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I want to give her something as her grandma. Let me do this at least.
Even though you're here asking me for money?
Oh, it will be fine. I'll get things ready, okay?
Sophie, how was the checkup today?
Everything was good. The baby is healthy.
That's good to hear. It's Lily's first day of school next month. Do you think you'll be able to attend the ceremony?
I think I will. The baby is due next month, but it should be okay. I wanted to talk to you about the things Cindy sent us.
Right. They arrived then? Sorry, I didn't mention anything, but Mom wanted to send some school supplies for Lily.
Yeah, they arrived, but I took them to the police.
What? Why the police?
I think all the supplies that she sent us were stolen.
Are you kidding me? Why do you think that?
I just happened to hear a story about a girl who got her backpack stolen from a park with all of her things inside it.
Okay, but why would that mean the things Mom sent are stolen?
Nothing was in its packaging and had all been wrapped up just in newspaper. It's not for certain, but it seems strange to send things like that if she had just bought them.
Oh, seriously? I'm so sorry. So what did the police say?
They said that they'll look into it, but that there's not really much they can do. I only just handed them in, so I guess they will contact me later. Ben, this time is really too much. I've tried to be really patient with Cindy up until now, but...
I know. I'm really sorry about this.
I know that it's not your fault. Don't think that I blame you for this. But I can't defend Cindy's actions at all.
No, you're right. I should have been more strong with her before. I'm sorry that it had to come to this. Let me know as soon as the police contact you.
Ben, did the school supplies arrive?
Yeah, they did.
I hope Lily likes them.
I wonder.
Oh, what do you mean? She didn't like them? What did she say?
Mom, what did you have in mind when you sent that?
What do you mean? I just wanted to do something for my granddaughter. But in the end, it all cost quite a lot. So because of that, sorry, but could you send me a bit of money after all?
I told you that I'm not sending you any more. Did you think that I would send you more money just because you sent Lily some supplies?
No, of course not.
Anyway, where are you right now?
Oh, what do you mean? I'm at home working on the computer.
No, you're not. I'm there right now.
Oh, really? Well, actually, I'm out because I'm going to meet a friend.
Then why did you lie to me?
Oh, I just thought you would have something to say if I wasn't at home working. But I'm just out today to get coffee with a friend.
That's also a lie, isn't it?
You're going to see your favorite singer live, aren't you? What? What are you talking about?
I asked the neighbors, and they said that you went upstate for a concert. Plus, you have a whole lot of merch here in your house. What is this? Have you been using all of the money I sent you for this?
Well, none of that stuff is really that expensive. It's fine to blow off a little steam every now and then, surely.
And the concert tickets, and the trip upstate, is that also not that expensive? And judging by all the ticket stubs here, you've been going to a concert at least once a month. I can't believe you've been messing around like this.
Oh, this is my one and only hobby. Are you going to tell me that I can't even enjoy myself?
If you have no money, then you should at least reel it in. And the stuff that you sent to Lily, that was all stolen, wasn't it?
What? Of course not.
There was a girl recently who got her backpack stolen with all of her school things inside it.
Oh, so what? That doesn't mean that what I sent you was stolen.
The bag you sent wasn't in a box or in any packaging, and it definitely had signs of use too. You definitely did not buy these things new.
The packaging was just getting in the way, so I threw it away before I sent it. You guys would have had to throw it away anyway.
But you just sent it in a random cardboard box?
Why does that matter? I had it lying around, so I sent the bag in that. The bag is perfectly fine.
Maybe at first glance, the girl who used it before was only in her first years, so of course she hadn't used it that much yet, and it is still in fairly good condition, but her name is on it.
What? Whose name?
The girl from whom you stole the bag. You might not have noticed it because it was on the inside of the main pocket and not on the outside of the bag.
What? There must be some kind of mistake.
I wish that it was a mistake, but it clearly isn't. But we took everything to the police, and they confirmed that the name matched the girl who had had her bag stolen recently. So, what are you going to do? Keep lying to me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben.
So you admit it then?
I just really wanted to give Lily a present before she started school.
Even so, do you think any of us would be happy to get something that you stole from someone else? Thankfully, it wasn't a student at the school Lily is going to go to. But what if it was? Imagine what would have happened to Lily if that girl realized that Lily came to school with her bag that had been stolen before and started spreading rumors. Lily might have been bullied or viewed badly. And in the first place, stealing is bad, especially from a child. What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything bad by it.
How could that be? There's nothing good about what you have done.
But it's better than stealing from a store, right?
It doesn't matter where or who you stole it from. Stealing is stealing. How could you steal it from a little kid who had put it down to play in the park? What was going through your mind?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. I'm really sorry.
You should be apologizing to the girl who you stole it from, not me. You should just go and own up to what you did, and maybe things won't end up as badly for you.
What, I need to turn myself in? And what's going to happen to me? Will they arrest me?
I doubt that they will arrest you, but they might make you pay a fine at least.
Oh, what should I do? I wonder if the neighbors will find out about this. I don't want there to be rumors spread about me.
I guess you really do only care about yourself. You're not thinking at all about how we or the girl whose bag it is feels.
But the girl got all of her things back, didn't she? And it doesn't have that much of an effect on you and Sophie.
That's it. I'm going to have nothing more to do with you.
What? Why does that have to happen? If you cut ties with me now, I won't be able to survive on my own.
If you stop wasting your money on your hobby, then you'll be fine. Stop acting so spoiled.
Ben, I'm sorry. I promise I won't do anything like this again. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
I don't want to hear your excuses. They're not going to satisfy me anyway.
I won't ask you for any more money. Oh, please, just don't abandon me. In truth, I don't have any left of your father's inheritance either.
I thought that might be the case, but it has nothing to do with me anymore. You brought this on yourself.
I'm so sorry.
I knew that you had no one else to rely on except for me, so I tried to be as patient as I could. But I can't do it anymore. You wasted all of the money from Dad, and even went so far as to commit a crime? I can't think of you as my mother anymore.
But I have no one left except for you. Oh, don't leave me all alone like this. I'll change and I'll stop wasting my money, I promise.
I wish you could have done that a little earlier. Just because we're related doesn't mean that I have to put up with just anything. I've done all I could to help you up until now, but I've had enough. We're not family anymore, so you need to figure out how to live by yourself without relying on anyone. After that, Mom went to the police and told them that she was the one who had stolen the bag from the girl. She met with the family and ended up resolving the situation. They felt bad for her because of her age and didn't try to press charges or anything like that, especially since the stolen things had been returned. Later, my mom had to move to a small apartment so that she would be able to pay the rent and had to stop indulging in her hobby so much. For a while, she continued to call me over and over again, hoping that I would pick up, but I never did. The last I heard about her was that she was continuing her data entry job at home and barely leaves the house because she feels so ashamed about what she did and doesn't want anyone she knows to see her. The girl who had had her bag stolen went to a school in the next district to where Lily was supposed to be going next year, but we changed the school to one a little further away, just in case some rumors did start to spread. It would be horrible for Lily to go to a school where the other students were talking about how her grandmother had stolen a bag from another student. It isn't easy to abandon your own mother based on their actions, but there was nothing else I could have done. I put up with her and her actions for long enough, and in the end, this was the only way things could end. I feel bad in a way for how things ended up, but at the same time, she brought this all on herself and got what she deserved. From now on, I hope she can reflect on her behavior and change at least a little. Now that I don't have to constantly lend her money, my own family's daily life has improved significantly, and we can live without worrying too much about expenses. I thoroughly apologized to my wife for letting things go on as long as they had, and thankfully, she forgave me. From now on, as the foundation of the family, as a husband, and as a father, I will make sure to focus on those who are truly important to me and work to help them live their lives happily.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.